households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
You got the bus? I'm only a guard. Oh, that's a lovely night up there. Good day to you.
Good day, dear.
Good day. Hey, birds there.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore women, being the weaker vessels, are ever thrust to the wall.
Here come two of the house of Montague.
Quarrel, quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Let's run the country this ball. You cannot do better than
I will bite my thumb at them, which is disgrace to them, if they bear it.
everything here is...
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Come, come, come.
Fighting again. Nobody get there. Fight in the marketplace.
The captain of the Montague. Yes, the captain of the Montague. And the servant of the captain came from over there. And the servant of the Montague from over there. Yes. And then when they met the captain had said to the Montague, I banged my thumb at you. He said, what?
Ginger Maria!
Come, run!
See, the captain of the Montagues are brawling again. Make way. Senor. Ambolia's coming.
Hey, brother. Open! Open there! Open! Open!
Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
A servant of the Capulets has killed Abraham. Abraham has been killed on the piazza by a Capulet. What's happened? What? Abraham has been killed. What happened?
What's this?
Abraham! Abraham! Oh, where's my man? Where's my man? Oh, traitors! Murder!
What noise is this?
The Capulets!
Abraham is dead.
Hello, Montague! Knock it down there! Follow me! That's the Montague! Kill him! Kill Abraham! He's a monster!
Give me my sword! Give me my sword! Give me my long sword! Ho!
Thou shalt not stir one foot! Thou shalt not stir one foot, you secret foe!
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel. Will they not hear? What oh, you men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace.
Good morrow, cousin. Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
Ah, me. Sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor, where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing, first create. Oh heavy lightness, serious vanity. Dost thou not laugh?
No cause. I rather weep.
Good heart, at what?
Thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Farewell, my cousin.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut. I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He is some other where.
Tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. Our word he'll urge to one that is so ill.
Juliet! How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Where's my daughter?
Come, quick, quick.
Oh!
Quick, quick.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me, thou shalt hear our counsel. Thou knowest, my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour. How long is it now to Lammastide? Even or odd. Of all days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But, as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Then shall she marry. I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years, and she was weaned. I never shall forget it, for then she could stand high-low. Nay, by the rood she could run and waddled all about. For even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon my face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit. Wilt thou not, Julie? And by my holiday the pretty wretch left crying and said, I warrant and I should live 1,000 years. I never should confess it. Wilt thou not, Julie, quoth he? And pretty fool it stinted and said, I.
And stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse. Say I.
Peace. I have done. God mark thee to his grace. And I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Marry, that marry is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
To marry.
Mm-hmm.
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thine only nurse, I'd say thou had sucked wisdom from thy teeth. An honor?
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, are happy mothers made.
And too soon marred are those so early made. The earth has swallowed all my hopes, but she. But woo her, gentle Paris. Get her heart. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you among the store, one more most welcome, makes my number more. But my will to her consent is but a part.
Madam, Juliet, come quickly, you can see him.
That's my fault. Look.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read all the volume of young Paris' face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen.
I look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Oh.
To the feast of Capulet goes the fair Rosalind, whom he so loves.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
A right fair mark, fair coz, is soonest hit.
Look, extra right.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening.
Well, in that hit, you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed, from love's weak childish bow she lives unharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes. Oh, she is rich in beauty. Only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead, that live to tell it now.
Tut, ma'am, one fire burns out, another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish.
Turn giddy and be helped by backward turning.
One desperate grief cures with another's languish. Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die. Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
Examine other beauties.
Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget. One fairer than my love. The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Make way, please. Make way.
Make way.
Tis the young Montague.
Give room now.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. Juliet, the Countess stays.
Quick. Oh. Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days. Oh.
bare toes and played with corns, will have a bout with you. Now, how, my mistresses? Which of you all will now deny to dance? More like two names! The room has grown too hot.
Most fair lady.
Ah, sirrah, this unlooked-for sport comes well. Oh, come, haul, give room and put it, girls.
Young Romeo's here.
Romeo?
Yes, sir.
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. A villain that is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
My fair ladies, my noble lords, now the musicians of St. Jerome will play for you the beautiful Galliard, Io vivi in quel viso primavera.
Allah.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
I would not for the wealth of all this town here in my house do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him.
I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. You must contrary me? Marriage is time.
Oh, I have seen the day that I have worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear.
For shame, I'll make you quiet.
Oh, what chill in my heart?
You're a break-off. Go!
Put on the mask and leave this place at once. Go.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty, too rich for use, for earth, too dear. What lady's that doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand.
Shall we rest?
Wine here. My fair ladies, my noble lords.
Thank you.
Now we'll play the Ballad of the Mouse by Signor Guillaume de Chinet. The ballad will be danced with mouses.
Your leave?
Signor Paris.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips, and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Madam, your mother craves a word. Oh,
What is her mother?
married bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet?
Good night, my heart.
Where's he gone? Wherefore? Go, ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate.
My life is my foe's debt. Can I go forward when my heart is yours?
Why, where the devil should this Romeo be? Romeo! Romeo! Hey, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline torments him so that he would sure run.
Romeo, my cousin Romeo! Romeo! Oh, he's gone!
He's mad. He is wise. And upon my life hath stolen him home to...
Call! 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 Call, good Mercutio.
Call? Nay, a conjure too.
Oh.
Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion, lover, appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Hey, let's go to him. Come. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lips, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. My invocation is fair and honest. In his mistress' name I conjure only but to raise up him. Shall we go? Let's go.
Go then, for 'tis but vain to seek him here. That means not to be found. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. I conjure thee, my prophet, by my
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Soft. What light through yonder window breaks?
Ay me, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a captive. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, thou art not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Oh, Romeo, doff thy name. And for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of this tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Oh, camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogate wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Dost thou thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearst, thou mayest prove false. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. Do not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit-free toes.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, and I'll believe thee. Sweet, good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, good night. A sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. And yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu.
Juliet! Anon, good nurse!
Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Blessed, blessed night. I am afeard being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Three words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times, good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light.
Yes, Romeo, yes. Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Romeo! Romeo!
My dear.
Romeo!
My dear.
I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forget.
Oh, 'tis almost morning. I would have thee God, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I would kill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. Good night. Good night.
The grey-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now, ere the sun advances burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. The earth, that's nature's mother, is her tomb. What is her burying grave? That is her womb. And from her womb, children of divers kind, we sucking in a natural bosom find. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in plants, herbs, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this weak flower, within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this being smelt with that part cheers each part. Being tasted, slays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite. No. Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep doth reign. Therefore, thy earliness doth me assure, thou art uproused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No, I have forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
Where, on a sudden, one hath wounded me that's by me wounded. Both are remedies within thy help and holy physic lies. I bear no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my intercession likewise steads my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift.
Then plainly. No, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. No. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. Now, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, What a change is here. Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline, and thou art changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidst me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And badst me bury love.
Not in a grave, to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee, chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. Oh, that's not so. Oh. Love's herald should be thoughts which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams.
A while. Fie, how my bones ache. Oh, what a jaunt have I had.
Come, I pray thee, speak, goodness, speak.
Jesu, what haste. Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either and I'll stay the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is't good or bad?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and, I warrant, a virtuous.
Where is your mother? Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Marry, come up, I trow. Henceforward, do your messages yourself.
Oh, here's such a coil.
No.
Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to church tomorrow?
I have.
Naught so vile that on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Nor aught so good, but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied. Two such opposed foes encamp them still, in man, as well as herbs, grace and rude will. And where the worser is predominant...
It is she.
And where the worser is predominant...
Oh, let us go, Father.
And where the worser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up that plant. too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death, do what he dare.
Ego coniungo vos in matrimonium, in nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
Amen.
Romeo! Love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none.
Boy, This shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and go.
I do protest, I never injured thee. But love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my life. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, coward, dishonorable, vile, submission. Alistair Carter carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats.
Mercutio.
Good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal. And as you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
For you, gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado.
Draw, Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame! The prince expressly hath forbidden standing in Verona streets. Oh, Tybalt! Good Mercutio! Good Mercutio.
Oh, why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
Courage, ma'am. The hurt cannot be much.
Oh, no. 'Tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. 'Tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. And peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague on both your houses.
Romeo! Romeo! Brave Mercutio's dead! Away to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now! Now, tell! Take the villain back in that lake of Genesee, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here shalt with him.
Romeo, away, begone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, away, begone!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
I can discover all.
Oh, no! the blood is spilled of my dear kinsman.
Give room now.
Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo does not live.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo.